friends, family, world, Luke here with another video. For those of you unfamiliar with our channel, my husband Tyler and I post weekly travel videos every Thursday detailing some of the trips we've done since moving from North America to the UK. In this current series, I'm taking you through our 9-week holiday that we took through Switzerland, Austria, and other countries from July to September. This is the very first episode of this series, so if you want to follow along, start here. Just for some background, prior to this trip, Tyler and I had been living in Belfast for the past 6 months. If you want to see some of the amazing adventures we were up to while we lived in Belfast, click here for our Ireland playlist. We had our last day of work in Belfast on a Friday and spent that weekend saying goodbye to friends we had made, as well as doing some last-minute preparations for the move away from Belfast. We did manage to find some free time to enjoy some of the things in Belfast that we hadn't done yet, and that included going to the swanky Merchant Hotel, where they have a restaurant called the Grand Room, and there we enjoyed a really nice, pleasant lunch. Really great surroundings if you're in the Belfast area. We flew to London on Sunday and then proceeded to the mainland on Monday by train. We took the train on Eurostar from London to Paris and then proceeded from Paris to Geneva to start off our trip. We arrived in Geneva in the evening and wanted to make the most of our time, so we dropped off our bags at our accommodation and headed straight to start sightseeing. We started at the University of Geneva, as well as the Promenade des Bastions. We continued on the Promenade de la Treille, which is known as having the longest bench in the whole world. Kind of a strange claim to fame, but so you have it. We enjoyed walking around Geneva's old town and made sure to visit the Cathédrale Saint-Pierre Genève, and also took in views at the Terraces of Lavaux. We finished up the evening at the Jardin Anglais, followed by the Jet d'eau. Jet d'eau literally just means jet of water in French, and that's literally what it is. It's a big jet that shoots water up from the lake. It was really nice to sit down and have a pint of beer to enjoy our surroundings. The next morning, we took in some daytime views of Geneva while we were on our way to the train station heading for Lausanne. While we had things planned in Lausanne, our main priority for the day was visiting what's called the Lavaux Wine Region, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site known for beautiful vineyards that cling to the hilltops right near the lake. It's really such a beautiful, idyllic setting to explore, particularly when you have weather as good as we had it. To reach this beautiful part of the world, we took the train from Lausanne to the town of Lavaux, where we had the opportunity to enjoy a nice picnic right along the water. Be sure to leave time to just meander through this area, because this really isn't a spot that you want to rush through. Half of the fun is just wandering aimlessly, meandering without any set itinerary, and taking things as they go. Be prepared to walk up some hills too, but fortunately, the views are worth the effort that you put in for it. We continued walking through these really beautiful, picturesque landscapes on our way to a wine tasting room called Vinorama. This is a great way to sample some of the local wines. Most of the wines grown in this region are white wines, but we did manage to find one historic red that they grow as well. After we were done at Vinorama, a great way to experience all that this region has to offer is to walk along the Route de la Corniche. We took this route through a couple small towns along the water and ended up stopping in the village of Épaisse, where we caught a train from there back to Lausanne. Once back in Lausanne, we spent most of our time in the Old Town area, which included great stops such as the Palais de Rumine, the Place de la Palue, and the Cathédrale de Lausanne. We enjoyed a low-key rest of our evening as the next day we were getting up fairly early for our next destination, which is Montreux. We stayed in a cute little Airbnb in a nearby town called Clermont, where we quickly dropped off our bags and walked along the quay from Clermont to Montreux. Further along is the famous Chateau de Chillon, which altogether takes about an hour to walk to. All in all, this was a really great way to get a taste of how lovely French Switzerland is. All right, everyone, that is it for this episode. If you liked this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. I also love reading everyone's comments, so leave a comment down below and tell me what you thought. Finally, be sure to subscribe for more videos like this. Stay tuned for our next video, which takes you on the Golden Pass scenic train and is part 1 of 2 of the Interlaken region of Switzerland. See you then. Bye.